Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn how to execute your simple calculator application. So first you will be clicking on file and you will be going for new project, and in the new project you will be giving the empty activity. Click on empty activity, give next and give here simple calculator application, simple calculator applications, and make sure it is in Java language and you have selected the minimum SDK and just click on finish. So once you click on finish, internally your application or project application will be established. Before that, already loaded project you are going to close it. So you are going to close the loaded project to reduce the memory consumption, and here main activity will be provided by IDE itself. You no need to change that. We'll go to XML part. Before going to XML part, make sure that whatever the steps I have given, it is with you, and follow the steps how exactly you need to do the same way I am going to do this and show you the particular output. So loading, it is taking time. Before that, go to the code. Once you click on the code, as you can see, this second line, that is constraint layout, we are going to change it to relative layout. So backspace, go to the cursor at the constraint layout and backspace, and here you will be typing as relative layout. So id will be providing you once you click on RELA, because it is still Gradle build is in progress. So I started to implement or change that. So we'll wait until ID provide us what exactly a relative layout is. So now if I type relative layout, ID will give you, because now loading is done. So you can see all my files have been came into picture. So I'll give relative layout now. So you can see ID is providing you. Double click on that. Make sure that relative layout is here in the first line as well, and at the end also you're going to close that relative layout ID. So once this is done, we'll go for the design part. As you can see my cursor, this is my design part. In the design part, some hello world is there. Click on that and click on delete option. So I have deleted it. As of now, my screen is empty. So I'll click on minus because I don't want to use as of now. If I click on again projects, the same folders you can see. But as of now, I'll click on minus, which is unnecessary. So as of now, this is empty. So I'll just, my first step is, in the sense my third step, add TextView component and change the following properties. Click on TextView and drag and place on the screen, in the sense your home screen. So here I'll make an alignment with respect to x-axis and with respect to y-axis and get it till the end. In the sense at the center I'm going to place that. And attributes, as you can see my cursor here, attributes are there. Click on that. Here I'll be searching for text. I'll be changing the text. Here I can see text view. I'll delete that and I'll type it as simple calci. Simple calci. So I'll change the size as well. I'll remove that and I'll click here as size. So in the size I'll give it as 36 sp, which is already given in the steps. So alignment is also done, size is also done, text is also done. I'll make alignment as center. So this part is done. I'll get little bit down so that this entire space will be occupied by my phone, the phone method. So text view is done. Next, the fourth step is get the plain text. Go for the text. You can see here this is text, and here plain text is there. Click and drag. So I'm going to drag that and make an alignment with respect to x-axis and with respect to y-axis and get at that particular location. So I got my text and I'll change the size, or I'll change my text. I'll go for text. I have given as double quotes, nothing is there, so I'll click empty. After that I'll go for hint. Next option is changing the attributes is hint. So hint I need to type as enter first number. Enter first number. I have entered the first number. My task is done. Before that I need to change ID as well. Click on ID. Some edit text is there. I'll delete that and I'll give as edit text 1. So this task is done. Click on the screen. It will ask us to refactor. Click on refactor and this first step is done. Now second, fifth step is drag one more plain text and place on the screen. Make an alignment with respect to x-axis and with respect to y-axis. This alignment is done. I'll get at this particular center, in the sense I'll position it and I'll change the same thing. First ID I will change. ID will give it as EditText 2. This ID is done. So I'll just click on screen. It will ask us refactor. Click on refactor. So once I click on here, I'll go for text now. I'll click on text. So in the text you can see I'll give it as empty, and then I'll give it as hint, and in the hint I'll type as enter second number. So I'll enter second number. So second number is done. So after that, to display the result, I'll take again the text view because I need to view the result. I'll drag and place on the screen, make an alignment with respect to x axis and with respect to y axis, and here I'm going to change the attributes. What attributes I'm going to change? First I'll change the text. Whatever text is there, I'll place inside that as 0, and later I'll change that size. I'll be changing text size. I'll give as 40 dp. So size is changed. After that, alignment is also done. Now I'll go for text view. So in the text view, I means in the sense I'll give for id text view 2 is there, but I'll make it as text view 1. So id is also changed. It will ask for refactor. Click on refactor. This is done. Now I need to drag the buttons. You can see my cursor at the place of buttons. I'll drag one button here and I'll place, drag the button and place at this particular location. But need to make an alignment with respect to x axis and with respect to y axis, and drag and place here. So here I'll be changing, the first part is the name in the sense text. I'll click on text here, text, and I'll give this as add button. So add button is done. You can change the color, background color. Click on background color, and here you can see this is the background color. I'll give one background color. So background color is done. Again button, drag and drop, and I'll drag with respect to x axis and with respect to y axis, and I'll place this at this particular location. Similar way, background color I'm going to change. You can change any color as of now you want. So after that, I'll give the text as subtract, sub. So subtraction is done. In the similar way, drag the button and place with respect to x axis and with respect to y axis, and I'm going to place this in this particular location. I'll give button name as multiply, and I'll give the background color as different color. I'll give. So my background color for multiplication is done. Same thing for subtract, drag and drop, click, make an arrangement in the sense with respect to x axis and with respect to y axis, and place at this particular location. Change the background color and give the text as same thing. I'm no changes here, div. So design part is done. As of now, this is my design part. Now once this is done, go to the coding part and search for buttons. So search for the buttons. You can see this is my button. Where is add? Go there, give the cursor, click on enter, and here give as on click. So on click is done. Here you give do add. So this will throw an error. Click on that particular text internally, and here you can give create doAdd method. So it will be created in the main activity. In the same way, go for the next button, subtract. Here also give an on click, double click on that, do sub. So this thing is done. So once you click here, and you can see creating do subtract method. In the similar way, here also multiplication, on click, double click on that. Here also do multiply. So here once you click, it will ask for bulb, red color bulb. You can see, just create the method. In the similar way for the division as well, on click, and here do division. In this, once you click here, and if you do, automatically I got all these things. So after that, I need to create the main class. I need to create. So here first I need to get these particular variables. Get EditText e1 comma e2. I am getting the variables. After that, text view is there. In the sense text view, here I'll give tv. So this part is done. Again I'll come back. I'll not change anything. Here I'll going to initialize the variable e1 equals to and here I'm going to give edit text, and here find view by id r dot id dot r dot id dot, and here I'm going to give as edit text 1 whatever I have given, semicolon. Here also e2 equals to edit text find view by id r dot id dot edit text 2. So this part is done. After that tv equals to, and here I'll give as text view because tv is text view. So find view by id r dot id dot text view. So text view 1 I should give. So this part is done. So after that, after this, after initialization, now I need to do addition. So if I give here int a1 equals to int a1 equals to integer int a1 equals to integer dot parseInt inside parseInt I'll be parsing the integer. I'll give as whatever we have got, e1 dot get text dot toString. This is the first thing we are getting. In the same way, a2 equals to integer 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 dot parseInt e2 dot get text dot toString. So we are getting this. After that, integer result equals to a1 plus a2. I am adding this, and finally we need to put that stuff in set edit text. Here I am passing the string, after that plus result. So this task is done. In the similar way you will be doing for division as well. Just copy this entire thing and paste in division and give it as minus. In the same way for multiplication, copy this thing, go here and change the logic to multiplication. Multiplication is done. In the similar way for the division as well, only in the division you are going to change is float. Here also you are going to change as float. Here also you are going to change as float and change the logic. 8 divided by a2. Our task is done. Main activity, everything is completed. Just run application now. So I am just clicking on run the application. So once you click on this particular run, you can go to the build, and in the build you can see build is not yet success as of now. We are starting the AVD, so we'll get an option here like build is successful. So build is successful, we'll wait for that. Design part is done, main activity is done, everything is completed. So our system or our IDE need to be installed. In the meantime, our build need to be success. Build has to be success as of now. So in the build success, as you can, we are waiting for that. Once this is done, our application is done. This is second application, very simple application where we are dealing with all the Java logic with the XML part. You can change the colors as well. If you want to change, you can change it depending on your requirement. Everything depends on you, like how exactly you need to design your application. As of now you can see my emulator is powered on. So this is my emulator, still it is powering on. It will ask for this, I'll just click on OK. You can also do enhancement of your application as well. Still my build is not yet success. If you see, I didn't get any method like build is successful. So this is how my application, initial application, you can enhance it. As of now simple application I'm going to use it. You can enhance the application as well. Still my build is not yet success. So once build is success, automatically you can see the installation is also done. So depending on your network issue or dependencies, it is extracting from the Google. Debugging resources is happening as of now. Simple calculator application where you can find all the things. If you do 2 plus 2, 4, subtraction is working, multiplication and division. This is very simple application where you are going to run your application. Very simple one. Okay, thank you.